One of the first things you need is an independent and neutral electoral commission. And I believe that with the change that took place in the leadership of the commission, we don't feel confident that the commission is sufficiently independent and neutral because of certain things that have happened. My party has withdrawn from the Inter-Party Advisory Committee because this current electoral commission said that body is only advisory and they don't need to take the advice of that body. And before, we used to reach consensus in the Inter-Party Advisory Committee. We took decisions by consensus. Now what they've done is resurrect so many small parties, and then as soon as anything comes for discussion, they quickly say, let's vote. And then they have all these parties on the side of the commission and the ruling party, and they vote by majority and say, look, the decision is taken. And so we saw that we're wasting our time in the IPAC. And so we withdrew. There have been discussions to try and bring us back. But you'll be surprised that it is the Electoral Commission that is reluctant to accept those moves to let NDC come back. The Peace Council has invited them for the last 8 months. The Electoral Commission can't find time to sit with the Peace Council and after that have a joint meeting between the two biggest parties so that we can go back to IPAC. They are not interested. And in the last election, a lot of things went wrong. On the pink sheets that we record the results, they did not make allowance for the number of people biometrically registered. And that's why when they were saying, we went to court and they said, why don't you bring your pink sheets? It would have been useless because you bring the pink sheets and there's no recording of the number of people verified. It's only when you have that recording, it must match up with the number of ballots in the box. And so if the Electoral Commission gives you a form that does not make provision for people verified, then what is the need for us putting our fingers on that verification machine? So a lot of things went wrong. We've done our postmortems. We realized that we have to go into the ring with our own referee.
What does that mean?
It means we must take advantage of, the systems that are given for political parties to police the poll. And so it means that we must be extra vigilant at the polling station level, at the collation level, and the final tally level. And so we're going to be much more vigilant than we were in the past. You expect that the commission is neutral, and so there are some things you take for granted. But this time, we're not taking anything for granted. I use that metaphor because of one of our boxing legends, Azuma Nelson. He had a fight with a guy called Jack Fenech, and he lost because he thought the judges were unfair. And so when they asked him, they said, what is it you're going to do different when you go into the ring? He says, I'm taking my referee along, my own referee along. And they asked him, which referee? He said, my fist. I'm going to make, once I knock him down, nobody is going to come and give a judgment, that he won the fight. Yeah.